Okay, welcome to the Overspray Removalists. What we've got here is we've got a ute which had a canopy on it, and the owners of the ute removed the canopy themselves by using screwdrivers and all sorts of tools, and they had massive problems getting it off, and it caused a massive amount of scratches and dents along the top of the tub there. Now they've had a massive problem trying to get the sikaflex off and the double-sided tape, because it's very hard to get off. Now we use a procedure which is non-abrasive, and a lot of people that attempt to remove sikaflex or sticky residue, they usually end up doing more damage than good, because they end up using scouring pads and all sorts of stuff. They cause a lot of damage to the paintwork. It actually scratches it and dulls it and all sorts of things. Now what I've got here is, it's called caramel wheel, and normally this would go onto a drill or onto some sort of angle grinder type of looking machine which spins very rapidly, but I don't want to do that, because what happens is if you get a little bit of overheating happening, if you don't really know how to use the thing properly, you end up again doing more damage than good. You end up creating burn marks, and you can get all this brown staining, which becomes another problem trying to get that off. So I've decided just to use it manually. So if you can get hold of a caramel wheel, that's definitely one of the best processes I've found to use to get sikaflex off car Ducos. As you can see, all these scratches, this is caused by them using a screwdriver out of all things, and it's caused a lot of scratches, and it's also caused a lot of dinging, and really the only way to repair that is it needs to be rubbed back, and it needs to have a new coat of 2-pack paint to match the colour, which is a big job. Now here we've got some images of the double-sided tape, which leaves a gluey residue with a foamy sort of padding, which they use to position the canopy onto the vehicle, and then they run a big bead of sikaflex all the way around to seal it all up, to stop dust from getting in and water, etc. So here I am, just doing an example of the sikaflex. It's a bit tedious, it takes a bit of work, you got to rub quite hard, and what it does is it removes the sort of the top layer of the sikaflex, it removes the bulk of it, and that is really the aim of using the caramel wheel, just to get the bulk of the sikaflex off. And the caramel wheel tends to grip onto it, and it sort of just breaks it away. Like you can see little black bits, crumbs, etc., just sort of flaking away, and that's what is the initial thing you need to do to get the sikaflex off. So I just keep rubbing, very tedious job. But the great thing about it is it does not create any abrasion, doesn't create any dulling or scratching, because it's made out of rubber. It's a special type of rubber. They use it a lot for removing signage when sign writing is really brittle and hard to peel off. They use a caramel wheel, but again, like I've said, it can cause brown staining, or it can even burn the paintwork because it gets quite hot. So you really got to know what you're doing when you use a caramel wheel on a machine like a drill or a angle grinder. They've different types of attachments on angle grinders where they can attach this caramel wheel to. So what I'm doing now is I've got a little bit of grease and wax remover, and that just sort of takes the excess of the sikaflex off the car and any gluey residue from the double-sided tape. So you can see it comes up quite clean. The only problem is these people use a screwdriver, which unfortunately has damaged the top of the paintwork. So they've obviously got to the point where they've thought they don't want to damage anymore, so they've called me up to fix the problem. Like a job like this takes a bit of time. Like here they've used silicone on the inside edge there, which is even harder to get off. So like a job like this, could take you up to 3, 4, even 5 hours just fiddling around with the sikaflex. But the result is very good. It comes up looking very professional. I have a little pad here, which is quite easy to get hold of. You can just buy them at most cleaning supplies or even a hardware store. It's called a magic cleaning block. It feels a bit like a sponge, and what I normally do with that is I put a couple of drops of Prepsol on it and I just sort of rub away. Now the problem with this little block is it is a little bit abrasive. It's not like a scouring pad or like Stilo wool, but it does dull the paintwork. So once you've finished using this block, when you stand back you'll see the paintwork is dull, not scratchy. It just looks really dull. It loses the gloss. So because we are professionals, we can fix that. We just use special buffing pads and cutting compounds, and then we polish it off with a polish and a soft pad, and the paintwork looks as good as new. But anyway,